You told me some very interesting things about the constitution. Perhaps not a lot of people beyond the political circles do. There are paintings within the constitution of India. And for the first 3 to 4 decades, since there were not a lot of copies available of the constitution, this remained a hidden fact. And there are very interesting pictures, some which do celebrate our ethos, our culture, some which are completely contrarian to what our beliefs are. Could you please share with our viewers what you went through the constitution and what your understanding of these paintings are?
So you're right. Actually, the actual calligraphed and illuminated constitution, there's only one copy of it, one original copy, one in English and one in Hindi, which is kept in the Parliament Library in a huge box, apparently. And for years together, no copies of this constitution were made, of this calligraphed and illuminated version of the constitution. And I'm surprised, I don't know why no copies were made for years together. Only in 2000, when we saw the NDA government come to power, only then, actually, it so happens that when Ananthkumar ji was the culture minister, he actually made 30 copies of it.
Right.
And thereafter we have seen articles being written about it, and now you can actually Google it and find it. But this is a recent phenomena. And why was this done? Was it part of the whitewashing agenda that the Congress had? And it seems so, because some of the pictures in the constitution are beautiful, you know, as in they really sort of show us, show our culture, our ethos, as you said. Like, just to take you through it, I was so pleasantly surprised and happy to see it, actually. One of the first pictures when you open the constitution is of the Indus civilizations, the iconic bull, if you've seen, of the Indus civilization. That is featured as one of the first images. Thereafter, there is an image of the Gurukul, you know, which, and Gurukul, why it's so important for our culture. And this also we were speaking last time about Takshashila and Nalanda and the Gurukul culture of our country, which allowed our religion to be so diverse and so beautiful and so evolving in nature. So there is actually a picture of Gurukul where you see a lot of sadhus sitting, somebody doing homa, which is the, and reading, studying. There is that imagery in our constitution. The very next picture is of the Rama, Sita and Lakshmana returned from Sri Lanka. And that is featured on top of the chapter called Fundamental Rights, as in, of course, on top of the Fundamental Rights chapter.
Right.
So that, as in, all these images do say a lot of things. The fact that it's in the constitution. And there's also a picture of the iconic Bhagavad Gita picture of Arjuna and Krishna, of a dejected Arjuna sitting and listening to Krishna sort of explaining what is dharma and how dharma needs to be upheld. As in, that picture is fittingly on top of the chapter on directive state policy.
Right.
Goes on to talk about the aspirational part of the constitution, on how the state should aspire to run the government, you know, to take care of the country. So that's in that chapter. Then you have a chapter. Then you have a picture, beautiful picture of Buddha. There's a picture of Mahavir Jain, the Ashoka, the Emperor Ashoka, in all grandeur. It's like a picture of him coming back after a successful sort of war. There's also a picture of Hanuman leaping from Sri Lanka, a seal of the Nalanda University.
Right.
Yeah, very interesting. And why was all this not part of public domain, you know? Yeah, there's also a picture of the Natraj doing the time. So can you believe that all of this is part of our constitution?
You're also telling me that there are other pictures as well which are controversial.
Oh, yes, yes. So there is also pictures of Akbar, Tipu Sultan. I think this is the only place you will find Shivaji Tipu Sultan, Akbar, Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, and Tatya Tope all treated in the same manner.
Right.
That itself is so that is a small portion, but a definite attempt to whitewash. That's what it is.
Right.
A definite attempt to distort history. Why would you put Rani Lakshmibai? I fail to understand, because if you really look at the history of our country, you know that the Islamic invasions, the manner in which the Mughal invaded, then the Deccan Sultanate, the way they have tortured and persecuted the people, the subjects, their subjects. How can you equate a person like Tipu Sultan with Rani Lakshmibai?
Right.
That is, I'm sort of not going to look at it, because the other part is so beautifully done, but it's a very sad reality. It's there for everyone to see.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.